Edmonton Crossroads Community Church. Here we are on Treaty 6 land here in Edmonton. I welcome you to this Palm Sunday, the beginning of what we would call in the church Holy Week. As we journey together throughout this week, my prayer is that you would just take time to hear what Creator has to say to you today as we walk together on this road. We've been reading through the Gospel of Mark, and as we have been walking the good road together, I invite us to, we're going to finish out the book this week, so that means you're going to need to do some reading yourself. So we're going to read Mark 11, 12, 13, 14, and then once we get to chapter 15, we'll be on Friday, what we would call Good Friday, and then 16 on Sunday, Easter Sunday. But as I was looking at these things and I was trying to figure out how to share what God has been speaking to me through these chapters, and how I've been really working hard to try to hear the scriptures in a more circular way, a different way than maybe I've preached each Easter for the last 30 years of my life as being an officer. And we've been reading it through in a First Nations version. At Christmas, we looked at Advent in a circle, and we did this circle of how creation started with day and night, and then we moved to the weeks, given the creating of the world, and then seasons that circulated through, and then a year. So this event, Easter, is this one of these yearly celebrations that we come back to, because in the scriptures there was these festivals, things that we come back to each year to commemorate because they're important. And so as I was thinking of that circle, I read through Mark 11, 12, 13, and 14, and it reminded me again of this circle of how the world, how Creator set up our world, and then entered into this world, and then shows us how to walk the good road in this world. And so as we walk with Jesus, Creator sets free. As we journey this last week with Him, I was reading through, and so we've uploaded songs to sing our hosannas and making that choice to say praises to God. But as soon as that event happened, Mark records that Jesus goes into the temple and sees people with greed and consumerism and not caring about each other, not making sure each other has enough, and saw a picture of our world. We can get mad at the people that Jesus got mad at, but often we're those people. And each day we have a choice that's set before us. Do we choose to walk in light or darkness? And so as you read through Mark 11, think about that. What do we choose? It's not just day or night. It's because in the night sky, Creator put a light. And so as Jesus was walking in His world, He was showing the way to walk in light, even in a dark world. The next chapter, Mark chapter 12, as you go on, Jesus goes back to telling stories about this vineyard, and He tells about how this vineyard was given as a place for people to grow things, but they didn't want to share, and they actually kill off all the people that the vineyard owner sends to look at it, even the vineyard owner's own son. And how greedy we are, how we don't care, how we want what we want and we don't want anybody to get in our way. And Jesus is teaching us, I think, through this chapter, because then it goes on, they set a trap for Jesus, they want to test Him. This is all about testing. But in this chapter, in chapter 12, Jesus sets in place one of the most important commands. Is found in this chapter where there's all this other rotten stuff going on. And He says, this is the greatest instruction. Hear me, O tribes of wrestles with Creator. There is only one great Spirit and Maker of us all. You must love the Great Spirit with your whole being, with the strength of your arms, the thoughts of your mind, and the courage of your heart. And the second instruction is like the first. You must love your fellow human beings in the same way you love yourself. If we want to understand Holy Week, that is the bottom line. In the Advent season, when we were on this section of the circle, it was talking about reconciliation. Love is a gift that we give even to those who don't deserve it. Wow. If we want to understand this Holy Week, if we want to understand the good road, Jesus is saying we must love the Great Spirit and then love others. Love even those who will betray us. Love even those who don't show us any goodness. Wow. This is the journey of the good road. Mark chapter 13 goes into the next part, and it talks about all the signs of the time. If we always want these signs, we want to see what's coming, we want to know what's coming, and those seasons will show us that our God is faithful. We see the spring starting. This will be a season of suffering in the Easter season, yet a season of life. And so Mark chapter 13 talks about this season, and to always stay alert, to watch what's going on in our world, to be aware of what's going on around us. But bottom line, we are to love as we walk this good road. And then Mark chapter 14. Mark chapter 14 leads us to the plot to kill, to the betrayal of Judas. And in this part of our circle, we spoke about it at Advent, was generosity and justice. Have generous justice. This is walking the good road. Even with betrayal comes a new peace treaty. That God would not condemn the people, even those who betrayed him. He came to show us a new way. And it is this new peace treaty that we celebrate at Easter. A new way to walk, a new way to see how we represent Creator in our world. This is the path of the good road. This is the path that Creator Sets Free walked during this week. This is a path of goodness and light, a path of mercy and grace and justice, just not the justice we think we should have. Reconciliation comes as I set aside my own things that I want and follow the good road. Will you come with me and join me on that good road? Will you walk the path of Creator Sets Free wherever it will lead us? As we journey together, I invite you to take time, read through these chapters, sit in it, hear what Creator speaks to you and your heart, that we would walk together. I'm going to finish with the words from Matthew, actually, the prayer Jesus taught his disciples to pray. Hear these words. O great Father, the one who lives above us all, we honor your name as sacred and holy. Bring your good road to us, where the beauty of your ways in the world above is reflected in the earth below. Provide for us day by day the elk, the buffalo, the salmon, the corn, the squash, and the wild rice, all the things we need each day. Release us from the things we have done wrong in the same way we release others for the things done wrong to us. Guide us away from the things that tempt us to stray from your good road, and set us free from the evil one and his worthless ways. Amen. So let it be. God bless you as you walk this good road during Holy Week.